Hi guys, welcome to Bible Breakdown. We're doing Psalm chapter 39. This psalm is titled The Fleeting Nature of Life for the choir director for Jeduthun. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. A Psalm of David. So if you've seen my last breakdown, I mentioned how David stopped talking to the people around him and people stopped talking to him as a preventative. And this chapter kind of shows like an example of that. So from verses 1 to 7, he talks about how he held his tongue because he doesn't want to fall into sin. And I wrote that David is aware of what his anger will lead to, so he tries his hardest to find ways to refrain from doing things that will bring him out of character. In the process, it helps him trust in God. So in verse 1, he says, I said, I will guard my ways so that I may not sin with my tongue. I will guard my mouth with a muzzle as long as the wicked are in my presence. But then in verse 7, he says, now Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. So he knows that his tongue will be an issue, especially when he's around his enemies. So he's refraining from speaking, and he's also relying on God because he says his hope is in him. Then for the next and final note that I had for this chapter, from verses 8 to 13, I wrote that David points out how we are only on this earth temporarily, and he wants to make things right with God again. The word that he uses here is torment, so he asks God to remove him from this torment that he's going through, and he also mentions how every human being is only vapor. And then in verses 12 to 13, he says, hear my prayer, Lord, and listen to my cry for help. Do not be silent at my tears, for I am here with you as an alien, a temporary resident like all my ancestors. Turn your angry gaze from me so that I may be cheered up before I die, and go on. Turn your angry gaze from me so that I may be cheered up before I die and am gone. I feel like David is showing his understanding here that if he keeps falling into sin, he will be in an eternal suffering. So he's trying to get right with the Lord and right his wrongs. But that is all I have for y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow for chapter 40. I love y'all. God loves y'all more. Have a great day.